Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with a train. And I think this should be, if I've got the numbers right, episode 90, which is a lot longer in the series than I expected to go, and that's my train currently going past, all lit up as it's night time. In the last episode, I think I completed the North America area, got 100% on that, and got rewarded for it. In between that episode and this one, I went and did a load of cargo deliveries to the few outstanding places I've got left. I believe I've got about 11 stations I can actually deliver cargo to left in the world currently available. And the quest I'm currently on is the Africa quest. I need to buy rare fuel cargo from Ufa in Russia. And if I've got this right, Ufa is just down the track. So off we go to good old Ufa. My depot is now pretty much empty. It's got less than 400 things in it, 400 bits of cargo in it, and one of those is useless. It just happened to appear because of either an obstacle or something when my train was full. But the most of the stuff in there is salt, of which I need about 600 or so, and I've only got 266. And I will go pick up this rare fuel cargo from Ufa, and then see where it sends me next. I've got just over 1 million, but 1.4 million in cash. See if there's anything in my caboose. Oh, almost 20,000. This is the one carriage I'm trying to get upgraded, and that's got a couple of thousand more experience before that gets upgraded, so that's going to be a little while. My train is configured mainly for passengers these days, as I don't do much cargo moving, as I have no requirement for cargo moving most of the time. So let's see what they say once I pick up this wonderful cargo in Ufa. Rare fuel. Sophia, this rare fuel will give us that extra boost we'll need to blast past the competition for the great train race, which is going to be coming up hopefully soon. Hank, I really hope our modifications will hold up over the course of the race. They should. Our simulations gave us some nice results. We'll know soon enough. Okay. So that completes that part of the quest. Now I need to go buy rare plasma core cargo from Bambari CF, which is somewhere in the middle of Africa, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. I knew I was aware of it, so I'll head in that general direction once it's mapped out a path for me. There's absolutely no cargo I need to pick up along the way that I can actually use, because I need peanuts and salt from West Africa. I need sweet potatoes and some other vegetable and cricket bats from South America, and I need candles from either South America or Eastern Europe. And what else do I need? Oh, lotus flowers from Japan and cauliflowers from South Africa or Africa South. So literally 95% of the world is useless to me as far as cargo. Cargo gathering. And there's nothing in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Russia West that is helpful. There's still some amber I need in Russia East. I still need a few hundred of that as well. But for the most part, it's just travel around, deliver passengers now. Until such time as I finish these quests and I see if that gives me any chance of clearing the block on the station building that is currently unavailable to me in South America because I don't have one piece of cargo I need or available to build some of the stations, which has created a wonderful little choke point that I can't get past. So I'm guessing I'm not going to get to, was it Bambari in Africa during this episode, so it's probably going to be a shorter than normal episode, just because purely of the distance and there's no shortcuts to get to a place in Central Africa. Whilst I'm here, all the stuff I just picked up from the obstacle can immediately get sold because it's of no use to me. And I've cleared another job or two. Make that at least 3. I don't know, 4, 5, 6 even. Well, that helps. Now, of course, I have to replace the jobs I've just completed. Need at least 3 more. Not giving me a great choice of jobs. Okay, that's replaced all the jobs I just completed. Gather the cash. And carry straight on. So what else can I talk about whilst I'm watching my train slowly make its way down into the centre of Africa? I tried watching some MLS games, and this is going to sound cruel, but back when the Women's World Cup was playing, one of my colleagues kept trying to discern my interest in it, and the first time he asked, I told him it was like watching 8th-rate soccer. It was kind of like watching 2 or 3 divisions below the conference in the British League Soccer. Non-league soccer. I've been to a few non-league soccer games and it's a good fun experience, but when it's the best, this is the best in the world supposedly of women's soccer, and you're looking at it thinking, yep, this wouldn't make a cut in non-league soccer in the men's world in England. It's not being disparaging, that's just the level they're currently at. And the MLS is kind of like watching the 3rd or 4th tier of English soccer. It's that level of skill. My main problem with the MLS is they seem to think that, well, I'm not saying they seem to think, it seems to be predicated on if you're a great athlete, then they will pick you to play because you've got speed and pace, and your actual ball skill is nowhere near the level it should be to be a top quality player. But you can run past people and chase long balls, and when you get to the ball you then can't cross it or pass it correctly or take somebody on. So it's not good soccer. It's really painful, and the commentators are trying to build it up as though it's something great that I'm watching, and I'm thinking, no. I've been to a lot of football games over a number of years, as well as I continue to watch the Premier League as I'm in America, and it's one of the few leagues I can watch. I can watch the Bundesliga as well, and the Champions League games, as well as the stuff I can watch off the internet. And the MLS isn't close. I'd put it on a par with, I don't know, Scottish football, but not the best of Scottish football, the second tier of Scottish football maybe, or maybe it'll be as good as, I don't know, the Danish Football League or possibly the Finnish Football League. It's about that level, but without the actual ball skills, more the athletic capabilities. Yes, these guys can run, they can run all day, they're fast, but their crosses, their deliveries, their marking, They're tackling. It is lower league football. And no matter how much the commentators try and hype it up on Fox or ESPN, it's not good compared to top league football or even medium league football. I would much rather sit here and watch the Bundesliga because the level of skill shown there is far superior. Again, nothing against the fact that that's what it is. I wish they wouldn't try and promote it as though it's something more than that. But if that's what it is, you know that going in, and you're fine with that, so be it. However, I would much prefer to watch a better game of football. And here, that's the other problem with the MLS, is it's on Saturdays and Sundays and the afternoons or evenings, which is fine. But NBC or NBC Sports have got the Premier League, and I think it's Fox have also got the Bundesliga, which NBC are showing the Premier League on Saturday and Sunday mornings and afternoons. And after you watch that, you then can't transition to watching the MLS with anything but a critical eye. Not the MLS's fault that that's the way the world works. It's kind of like watching, I don't know, if you like basketball, the NBA, then go watch the Italian league of basketball. It just grates when you try and switch from one to the other. So it's got that going against it. I'm sure to a lot of people it's an enjoyable day out, but I haven't got a team particularly near me, and I don't have a great deal of desire to go see it in person, let alone watch it on television. I say, nothing against what they're trying to achieve, and I hope that it does do well in the future. And it's come a long way from where it was 10 years ago, but it's still not great. There you go, that's my critical opinion of the MLS. I'm not trying to be overly negative about them, it's just, it's painful to watch. If you watch any Premier League teams and then try and watch the MLS games, you can see the huge gulf there is between one and the other. That's pretty much, about the only thing I'm really going to chat about today, I think. I've got a day full of meetings tomorrow, which should be fun. I love meetings. Why is it that people in management seem to think, oh, I don't know, I'm not smart enough to make a decision. Let's have a meeting and all discuss it. And then at the end of it, they'll make a decision based on whoever shouted the loudest and was the most obnoxious in the meeting and who won the argument because everybody else gave up and decided it wasn't worth talking about any further. That seems to be the way meetings work these days. It's not cooperation and sensible opinions, it's no, the one with the loudest mouth who continues talking longer than everybody else because everybody else gives up, basically gets their point of view taken on board as, oh, that must be the best opinion. Yes, the world is a strange place. Yes, I'm having a bad day, I must be. Talking about the MLS and work meetings. Ugh. I detest meetings. Just tell me what you want me to do and just go away and let me do it and I'm perfectly happy. You want to make me spend 5 hours in meetings and then complain, oh, you didn't manage to get this task completed? Well, no, because you made me spend 5 hours in useless meetings. As well as deal with dumb emails and people stopping by to explain things to you and talk to you and then try and motivate you. Ugh. Yes. Tomorrow's going to be a bad day at work. I know this. It's probably what's making me feel less than positive right now. Oh, I've managed to make it to Damascus so far. And completed a couple more jobs along the way. It gets me well over 1.5 million in cash. It requires me to go and get a load of new jobs. Although I must say it is nice the fact I'm doing the Africa quests and I'm now actually being sent through Africa. Well, once I get to Africa. I'm currently in Syria. Probably not a very good place to be right about now. Although it could be worse. No, yeah, again, Syria. Yeah, possibly couldn't be worse. The only thing you safely say about Syria at the moment is they're not worried about the coronavirus killing you. Probably because you're not going to live long enough to actually catch it. There you go. That's the optimistic opinion of the evening. Go to Syria if you're worried about the coronavirus. Because I'm pretty sure you won't die of that there. Quite possibly die of lead poisoning. Or some other kind of trauma. But the coronavirus should be the least of your problems whilst in Syria. There you go, how's that for optimism? I'm nothing if not positive. Well, looks like I've got a ways to go before I get to my destination. So I will end the episode here as I'm in Jordan now, I think. And on my way to Egypt, as there's not much I can do until I get to my next destination. And am I picking up cargo? Yep, buying rare plasma core cargo from Rambari. I don't know what CF stands for. I'll have to think about that one. Well, as always, I hope you enjoyed my truly optimistic view of the world. And hopefully I'll see you down the track for more tiny rails in the near future. Cheerio!